This is like a science project. Citric acid, malic acid, making lime juice without lime juice. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Over the last few months, there's been a big surge of videos in the cocktail world on YouTube for something called super juice, or Oleo Citrate in the case of today. Now, super juice was created by a guy who owns a bar. He created this concept to help with sustainability. For every lime you're squeezing for a cocktail, that's 1 ounce of lime juice, and that's 1 lime. That's really all the juice 1 lime has. Then you're throwing away peel. It's just a lot of waste. So he decided to play around, like the mad scientist I'm assuming he is, how to make lime juice without lime juice. There's a couple of videos out on the internet I found that really piqued my interest on this. One of them was Cocktail Time with Keven, and that's kind of the ratios I'm using today. The educated Barfly also, as well as Keven Zoschke, and I believe he was the first one to put this out. And if I'm murdering his name, I'm pretty sure I am. I apologize. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave a link below to all 3 of those videos where you can see this process happening from where it started to kind of where I'm taking it now. The one thing that I've noticed watching these videos is everyone was talking about sustainability, which is wonderful. I'm so happy someone came up with this concept, but no one mentioned the nutritional information. So this process is gonna create a 0 carb lime juice. In my opinion, kind of tastes a little bit better than fresh lime juice, in my opinion. Try this out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments below. But all that aside, let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start with the lime and the peeler. And you're gonna start off by peeling your lime. Just start getting some lime peels, one just from top to bottom. Now, if you want to, and I've done this a couple of times before I did the video just to kind of make sure I knew what I was doing. A couple of times I went ahead and took a knife and cut out a little bit more of the pith, and really didn't see that it made that much of a difference as far as bitterness. So that's going to be the peel of 1 lime. Now it's all you're really going to need unless you're doing like a whole lot of it, like at a bar level or something like that. From here, we're gonna weigh that. So you're gonna get yourself a food scale. And we got, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections of lime peel. We're gonna weigh that down in grams. That's 11 grams. So with 11 grams, we're gonna put this in a mason jar. That's what I use. Any type of sealed container will work. And next for the math. So let me pull up my calculator right here. Now, we have 11 grams of lime peels. So we're gonna do 11 times 0.66. That's gonna be 7.26 grams of citric acid. So I'm gonna get my malic acid, my citric acid up here. What I found works best for me is I took a paper plate, put that on my scale, zeroed it out, because I use this to pour it in here. So we're gonna go at 7.26, area, see it, 7.26 grams of citric acid if I open this bag. And I'll leave a link below also for Amazon to pick up some citric acid and malic acid. That is 4 grams, 6, there we go, 7.3. That'll work. Close enough. This is why I use a paper plate. I can just now do that. So next we go with the malic acid, and that's gonna be the weight of your lime peels. Ours is 11 grams times 0.33. And that's 3.63 grams of malic acid. Let's get there, I can see it. There we go. That was 3.6, close enough. All right, take this in here. Now what you do is, I don't know if it does make any difference, but I shook mine up every now and then. You can let this sit. All the videos I watched said 1 to 2 hours. I've always went 2 hours. I've never done it at 1, so I don't know how it will turn out, but I've always done 2 hours. So I'm going to let this sit for 2 hours, and then we'll come back for the next step. All right, so it's been 2 hours, and you can see it's how it kind of creating, I don't know if you can see or not, kind of create a little bit of a sludge. You can see the essential oils are really being pulled out of that lime. Skin's really, really good. It's nice. Oh man, that smells great. That smells great. So next thing we do is we adding water. So again, we're going back to the weight of that lime peel, which is 11 grams times 16.66 for your water volume, times 16.66, 183 grams of water. Zero that out. There we go. 100 and a little bit much. Let's go back. $184. So 184 grams of water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this water and put it in your lime peels, just a little bit to start with. This is one thing that Kevin Cause said I really kind of thought it made a lot of sense. Is because you're going to need to kind of get that citric acid, malic acid off the bottom. So from here, we're going to go ahead and put this in a blender. Put all that in. Let's save a little bit more because it sticks in there a little bit. So you may need to rinse a couple of times. I see mine's really stuck in there. And let's go one more rinse on here just to make sure everything's out. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and cap this off. We're gonna blend it until basically you have just a bunch of pulp left in here from the skins and everything. All right, I think we're done. We'll take that off of here. So next we do is we're gonna strain this back into our jar with some cheesecloth. All right. Throw some cheesecloth over your mason jar. We're gonna pour all of this in. Strain it through the cheesecloth. And the thing about this, talking about the sustainability, fresh lime juice really isn't going to last very long in the refrigerator or anything like that. And this is going to, from what I understand, I've seen people, I think Educated Barfly did this for over a period of time to see how long it lasts. And it lasted a pretty good long time if I remember correctly. So 1 lime, that's all we used, which normally produces 1 ounce of lime juice. With our Oleo Citrate, it made 8 ounces of lime juice. Now, the super juice, as it's called, is when you add the lime juice back into it. So you can do that, and your carbs you're adding are so minimal. When you add an ounce of lime juice into 8 ounces of liquid, divide that up, it's less than a quarter carb per ounce. So you can stop here and have an Oleo Citrate, which is basically, I'll drink it like this. Oh, lime juice. Tart lime juice. Just as good as fresh lime juice. Whoa, that one hit me hard that time. So, but bottled lime juice no longer exists. You should never use that. You should never use that. When you can, oh my God, this is even cheaper. I mean, when you look at the cost of this, the citric acid, the malic acid, and the lime, how much you can make it's mind-boggling on how cheap this really is. So that's it, guys. We have our 0 carb lime juice. And again, I'm not gonna call it super juice because I'm not adding the lime back in. I have, and it is delicious, but keeping, like I said, a 0 carb lime juice. Technically, it's called Oleo Citrate. All my videos from here on out using lime juice will be using this. And man, it's so delicious. It is spot on perfect. Like I said, I did try the recipes from the other channels and they were good. And I think Kevin's video, for me, my palate, my taste, I think it works best for me. So try them all out. That's why I said there are gonna be links for all of them. Make sure you go watch all those videos, try their recipes out, add the lime juice back in if you want. But all I'm gonna say is, I'm having a 0 carb daiquiri. All right, guys, thank y'all for watching. Now go make some 0 carb lime juice.